Hello, my name is Ty, one of the owners of Thai Who Eats. I'm an American baker, and today we are going to talk about how I started a food and beverage company in China. I lived in China for 3 years. Me starting this company was sheerly out of a love for food and cooking. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time, but never thought of it as an actual career path, which was a big mistake. I came to China just trying to figure out my way, trying to buy myself some time. Starting the business, I started the business out of my house. I started the business out of the apartment that I was living in at the time. I had an oven, I had a stove, so I said, why not start here? The type of company that I have is a WFOE, that stands for a wholly foreign-owned enterprise. No one can take it from me, and is recognized by the government as a company owned by me. It's a food and beverage company. It's recognized as an official food and beverage company. The name of the company itself is Thai Who Eats. My name is Thai. Ku, it comes from the Chinese name Thai is cool. And I love to eat, so Thai Who Eats.
Engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot.
The bakery is called the Cookie Box. We have a frozen food program called RSB. We have cooking classes, recipes, and things like that, some of which you'll see on this channel.
Engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot.
Getting that difficult, but not impossible. I started talking to a couple of firms. Usually when a foreigner is interested in getting a WFOE, they will talk to a firm. A firm is designed to handle most of, if not all, of the interaction between the foreigner and the government. So they kind of act like a liaison. And in that way, they get your company registered, make it legal for you to do whatever it is that you're doing. Mine would be the food and beverage industry. So I got licensure for that and registered for that. You have an officially recognized name by the government. They handle all of that. Some firms handle your taxes, your tax documents, things like that. First couple firms that I talked to, they had a very high price tag because they knew that, you know, there aren't many firms that do this, and sometimes, depending on what city you're in, you have access to only so many firms. So that's one thing to watch out for. So talk to as many firms as possible, get advice from as many people as possible. Finding experts, people who would actually get me a legitimate license without cutting corners, without guessing through the process and things like that, because that's another thing that you might run into.
Over our situation. Open up.
School, if you're coming here to teach, schools will offer you an apartment, offer you, say that their city is the best city to live in, handle all of your documents, basically make you very, very dependent. Capital. And that was also a very good thing too. About capital. Having capital is very important with any business. The reason I did not start this business in America was because I would need so much capital. So in China, depending on the city that you live in, you can have a limited amount of capital, and that's fine. There's a huge difference between Chinese desserts and American desserts. Our desserts are definitely heavier, sweeter, have a lot more flavor profiles going on. Whereas, you know, Chinese desserts are very mild in flavor, sweetness, taste, texture, everything. So getting into that, convincing people that my stuff is good, dealing with life. Life hits you hard. In the whole process of starting my company, I was grieving the loss of both of my grandparents, lost my job, lost my apartment, lost a lot of things. And a lot of it makes you rethink, like, okay,
is this something that I should be doing?
First impression, you OPN. We should be close to
customers, definitely by word of mouth. I don't have the money to market the way I would like. If I had the capital, I would have a whole billboard in my city, but I don't. So definitely word of mouth. Every customer that is a potential loss is a huge loss for me. So if something goes wrong with shipping, if something goes wrong with the wrong product, I take it to heart and I'm devastated by it because it's literally by word of mouth. I started with 7 customers, and just from people sharing and stuff and liking the products, I gained a customer base of over 1,000.
Need to deep breathe hard and calm.
Chinese people, it depends on what generation you're talking about. So older Chinese people do not like desserts, apparently. I remember one lady, she said that so sweet. And I was like, yeah, it's a cookie, it has sugar. But the younger generation is really getting into it. It's with the local community, it's a little slow. It's a slow burn. More and more people are grasping onto the concept, they're liking it. I definitely have regular Chinese customers, so that's awesome. The foreign expat community here, it's a lot easier.
Open up.
I told all of my friends that my biggest dream is to have products in Cracker Barrels throughout America. And that's still my dream, but I want to have a company big enough to start different franchises and different locations in America and abroad. And I also want a product line of just really, really dope products. Jams, marmalades, vanillas, things like that. You said I talk a lot?